Massachusetts has enacted a special just cause eviction law to help protect tenants after foreclosure. The just cause law prohibits certain foreclosure owners from evicting bona fide tenants after foreclosure unless some very specific requirements are met. The state law defines bona fide tenant in much the same way as the federal law. In other words, not the parent, spouse, child, or sibling of the mortgagor, and someone who is paying fair market rent for the apartment. This law applies to banks and other entities engaged in the mortgage industry like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. The law requires certain notices to be sent to the tenant within 30 days of the foreclosure and prohibits termination of the tenancy unless there is non-payment of rent, material violation of an obligation of the tenancy, refusal of a written request to renew or extend a lease, creating or allowing a nuisance in the unit, damaging the unit, or disturbing other occupants, illegal activity in the unit, or refusal to allow the new owner reasonable access to inspect, repair, or show the unit to prospective purchasers. The other ground for just cause eviction is if the new owner has a binding purchase and sale agreement to sell the property. If you are a bona fide tenant, a post-foreclosure owner cannot terminate your tenancy unless there is good cause or it is selling the property. And again, this law applies only to banks and other entities engaged in the mortgage industry. Section 8 leases are assumed by the new owner, and Section 8 leases usually do not allow termination in the first year of the tenancy unless the tenant violates the terms of the lease, which is a requirement that binds any new owner of a home post-foreclosure. After the first year of the lease, there are certain limited grounds under which the landlord may terminate the tenancy. However, the just cause eviction law also limits evictions of bona fide tenants after foreclosure. So the new owner would need to show either good cause to evict or a binding purchase and sale agreement in order to terminate the tenancy of a Section 8 tenant. If a new owner follows the terms of the lease, the housing authority contract, the laws that regulate Section 8 tenancies, and Massachusetts law, a Section 8 tenancy could eventually be lawfully terminated after foreclosure through a valid notice to quit. A notice to quit can be a very intimidating document, but remember that you do not have to move out by the date stated on this notice. This is simply the first step in the process, and only a judge or a jury can give the owner permission to remove you from your home. After the notice to quit is served and has expired, the landlord may then enter an eviction case against you in the local district court or the housing court.